Okay, before beginning any of the New Year videos of fitness and getting in shape and everything else, you need to get out of the funk that keeps you feeling unhappy because of your being overweight. You need to love yourself no matter what. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that you've been pretty hard on yourself. Am I right? Yeah. Normally that's because you have positively and consistently done negative behaviors that kept you feeling unattractive. So you have to decide. You have to decide today that you're going to make some positive changes, simple changes, to change the way you feel and the way you look, and that you will love yourself no matter what. Hi, I'm Yvonna Lynn, and I am coming to you from my hotel room. Now you may think that you know that, like, oh, I know, I love myself, but really, you have to begin to get it on the inside of yourself and really know it. You need to decide today that you are not willing to go through another day of those frustrating, self-deprecating, painful, self-defeating feelings, which are often associated with overeating. Okay, so if you're like me, you're like, okay, great, I need to feel good about myself. I need to not be hard on myself. But how? Oh, God, that always drives me crazy. Well, of course, that's what I'm going to tell you. The first step in not being hard on yourself, well, the first step is to realize that whatever you have or have not done in the past will not predetermine the outcome of today or this time that you're actually going to succeed at doing it. I mean, sometimes we expect ourselves to just jump right into something that we haven't been able to overcome ever and do it with flying colors right away. Well, how silly is that? I mean, how many of you would go in, download your game, build your character, and then expect to go do a boss battle in Act 3? No one. And the developers usually put stops and fail-safes in there so that you can't, go beyond what you can do at the very moment that you spawn. No one likes to spawn, die, right? So nobody likes to diet, fail either. We have to go into this journey not only wearing the right armor and having the right equipment, the best weapons, but also being spec'd out correctly as well. We have to make our character internally have the best qualities for getting us to be victorious in the manner that we're gonna achieve it. Some dieters try to be a mage. Now, all the spiritual, intellectual, and whatever things else you want to use, preparations, if you don't have the physical awareness to go along with that, you won't realize how paper thin you are until the real temptations come. You have to be able to prepare yourself and to be at that level to face those combats in a way that you're able to be victorious. So I don't know if you've tried doing it through just positive thinking, but when the real temptation came, you probably gave in. Why? Because you're paper thin and you're a mage. And other dieters like to try this sort of, I'll say, elf or archer way, that they're just going to focus on being slim and thin and dieting, and that they're going to be able to be lithe enough and fast enough to escape whatever onslaughts may come, only they come to realize that oh my gosh, I'm in the part of the game where it's an endless spawn, and I'm going to have to fight my way through this or somehow get beyond it. But just focusing on the being slim, is the rest of your body taking you there? Are you going to be able to actually do it that way? No. And then maybe easiest for understanding the diet method is the warrior, who he's going to build up his strength and he's going to build up all the fighting techniques in order to get past this demon of being overweight. The thing is that often the warrior just goes charging in without a single thought in his head as to the plan. All of these guys, no matter what character class you choose, there is one thing more elemental than anything, more elemental than the strategy that you're going to take with you, and that is your health. You have to have health in order to win the boss battle. So you may be saying to yourself, well, of course, derp, I want to be healthy. Yeah, but you have to really integrate that into your daily life. Or you have to integrate it so fully that when a surprise enemy comes up to you, that you're able to combat it. The thing is, we know we want to be healthy, but for so many years we've been programmed differently. So what do I mean by unhealthy actions or behaviors? It's that shiny, glistening, melodic, beautiful thing that just catches the corner of your eye when you're on a mission. You may even be on a timed mission and all of a sudden, oh, shiny, I want it. Okay, and then you go for it. And you know what happens is you grab it, you put it in your inventory, and you get killed. Well, eventually you learn to not go for the shiny thing at that moment. What we learn is, through time, we learn better ways to glean all of the goodness of the shiny, glistening thing by doing it in the proper time, at the proper context, with everything in alignment as it should be. Then you get to defeat the monster and have the shiny thing. So, and if you can't do it your first time through, you may have to go through a couple of times, or you may end up going on harder levels or be leveled up or whatever it takes. But you can't necessarily just go for, hey, I want to party with my friends, eat like a pig, drink like there's no tomorrow, and wake up feeling great tomorrow morning and skinny and healthy. Yeah, you're going to have some issues there. So we've established that pretty much being hard on yourself is the exact opposite, horrible first big step in the wrong direction. So you got to stop being hard on yourself before you can even start to lose weight. Okay? So one of the most interesting things is people will tell you things like, okay, you have to love yourself, or you have to stop being hard on yourself. Well, it's not just by determination or pressing through and positive thinking. No matter how hard you press on that controller stick, you know you've been there. You're going and you're like pushing and pushing and pushing, and some games are more like this than others. You're pushing on the left thumbstick so hard, and that guy's just going like this. No matter how hard you push, that's not going to make you go faster. It isn't until you actually change the game mechanics that things are going to be able to make a change for you as you're trying to push forward. So how do you change the game mechanics? Well, if you're a game developer, then you ask the programming and other departments to do their jobs so that you're able to make it, right? Well, since we are the developers of our own body, then we're the developers. So you need to change your head, all right? Realize that no matter what you've done in the past, no matter how much you have failed in the past, no matter how many times you have tried and it hasn't worked in the past, it just doesn't matter. Because this is a brand new day and you're going to be doing new things that you haven't done before. Maybe it's just even slightly different. Or maybe it's fully realizing it. I mean, like, haven't we all, how many exercise programs have we tried? Or diets? I've seen this happen all the time, where the girls are like, I tried that. And I'm like, for what, 4 or 5 days? That's because you have to get inside here first. Or the first day that temptation comes up, you're going to fall for it and you're going to be done. And then you're going to say, oh, the diet failed. No, you just didn't have your head in straight before you started. So how do you go get the shiny glittery thing and fight off the boss battles, the enemies, and win your boss battles? How? Well, we'll be going into that in 2014. But occasionally when you're in a game and you just cannot get past anything else, you have to go to Game Facts, don't you? Well, in life you need to do that too sometimes, don't you? So this will be our Game Facts for dieting and health. In 2014, we'll be bringing you some more shows. So what is this new actions that we're going to be taking? That is our new actions. I want you to say that. I'm attractive. I want to be healthy. That is the new, simple, small action that you will be taking over the next few weeks during the holidays. And I believe that you will be able to see that it starts to influence your decisions. It takes more than just a day or two to really believe that you're beautiful. Especially when you don't. Especially when you feel like everything is horrible and everybody's down on you, or that you aren't good enough, or all the different things that have come into life, social media and everything else that lets you know that you're not actually as good as you should be. Oh, that's all a bunch of bunk. So it's going to take a little bit of time, and pretty sure most everybody starts their whole New Year's with these ideas of what they're going to do for their health and their fitness. Let's take the next few weeks to get our minds on straight, get our head on correctly, and start to really understand and feel that you are beautiful. What's on the inside of you is what matters most. It is what people see. And that you're going to start being healthier, moving more. For gamers, that's kind of interesting. Suddenly you'll be at the grocery store going, wait, well, why am I going to buy this? If I buy this, then I know I'm going to eat it. And then if I eat it and I'll eat the entire thing, I'm going to feel awful about myself. That's not good. That's not healthy. I want to feel good about myself, and I want to feel fit and slender. Right? I'm going to go put this back over here. So I could eat an entire canister of buttercream frosting. I literally could. Just give me a spoon. I could just sit there and eat it. I love it. That's why I don't buy it. So whether it's that, or maybe saying no to the 5th glass of alcohol, or let's see, for me, I can't. I have to say no earlier on, like 2nd, or else I'm gone. It's like, yeah, take it all. Whatever it is over the holidays. I'm attractive. I want to be healthy. Say that before you make the decision. And you may find yourself making healthier decisions. And until I see you in 2014, have a wonderful holiday. Be safe. And I'll see you soon. Bye.